Welcome back with Level Up Games. Rom here interviewing tonight's F&M winner, Ian Bosley. How are you doing tonight, Ian?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Glad to hear. What deck were you playing tonight?
I was playing Yawgmoth with Arboreal Grazers.
Interesting pick with the Grazers. How does that affect the deck?
So the Arboreal Grazers let you run things like Golgari Rot Farm, which allows you to keep some sketchier hands. You're allowed to keep more land-light hands. You don't have to worry so much about like your mana dorks getting Renin 6th and then suddenly not casting any spells. Turn 1 Arboreal Grazer, Golgari Rot Farm guarantees you have 3 mana on turn 2, regardless of how your opponent interacts with your board. And I think that's pretty big for the deck that's trying to accelerate into Grist and Yawgmoth.
Interesting. So how about some of the matches of that? What was your easiest matchup tonight?
Round 1, I played against green-red mid-range. I think that's just a good matchup in general. He led with a Ragavan. I played a Yawgmoth. The game kind of ended from there. And then game 2 was more of the same. He wasn't able to apply enough pressure before I was able to assemble the unbreakable combo through a relic.
Makes sense. Makes sense. And how about tonight's hardest matchup?
Played a pretty tough game. Round 3 against Bring to Light Omnath. We had some very, very back and forth games that included him bring to lighting, but realizing that I had the Visaiju in my hand for his Dryad, so he couldn't kill me. So we played a pretty cool game where I was able to, again, set up the relay line binding and kill him quickly.
Glad you're able to eke out a win, especially in a very interaction-heavy matchup.
Yeah.
And just wanted to hear some thoughts from you about Modern, how you feel about the metagame. Do you want to see some things banned or unbanned?
I think Modern is in a mostly good spot right now. I personally am not a fan of what Renin 6 does to the format. I think it's oppressing a lot of decks, and I think it adds a ton of consistency to the decks that already have an incredibly high power level like Creativity and some of the elemental builds you're seeing going around. So me personally, I would love to see a Renin 6 ban, but I also think it's justifiable to kind of keep the format as it is right now. We're about to get the Lord of the Rings set. We can kind of see if that shapes up the format at all and approach it from there if anything breaks or if anything needs to be changed.
Well said. Well, thank you again for the time, and congratulations once more on getting the undefeated. Have a good night.
Thank you.